The glaciers are bobbing, ivory skulls in a sea made of iron and lead. The wind is a mistress who screams through the hulls of the ships that we left for the dead. I'm sat on a shelf of this flat frozen stone, the horizon is toothless besides. I'm king of the salt shards, I'm king of the bone, frost rime in my hide. My frock coat is tattered shroud, black wool turned to silver with sleet. My top hat is broken, though once I was proud when I sauntered down Threadneedle Street. And Arthur is with me, he's leaning his weight right here on the meat of my arm. He's quite settled in, though he's well past his date, away from the reach of all harm. But the Thames, oh the Thames, she is sparkling gold. Can't you smell the sweet jasmine and tea? The ladies in muslin, pretty and bold, are waving their kerchiefs at me. Sun sovereign that warms up the clay, the buttercups bloom by the gate. It's a fine, humid, heavy-eyed London day, and the dinner bell rings for the plate. There are gold chains in poor Arthur's beard, he took them from Croz's own chest. The lead in the tins made our visions go weird before Arthur was laid to his rest. His eyes are two marbles of white glass, his grin is a canyon of blue. But I tell him the horse-drawn barouches will pass, and we'll toast to the red, white and true. We drag the great ships o'er shingles of grit, with the silver plate stowed in the bow. We ate our own boots till our bellies were split, but I'm tasting a strawberry now. The plates are grinding, they're gnashing their teeth like a beast in the dark of the deep. But there's green grass lying just underneath, where a sailor might finally sleep. The frostbite is blackening the tips of my thumbs, but look at the crumbs from the cake. The sky of 1,000 white drums, but the swans are afloat on the lake. The sun is so bright, the ice is so cold, the tea is so sweet, the copper is mold. Arthur, don't lean your heaviest stone just to walk by the river alone. Is it 1845 or 52? I've lost the count of days since the sun went down behind the floe and left us in a haze. We left Plymouth Sound behind Jack's staff crying red, but now the wind is all that blows across my heavy head. We walked and walked until the world was nothing but the white, searching for a patch or a flicker of light. But that tundra doesn't offer meat, a face, it only offers empty miles in this place. I shot that mangy howling dog, I had to stop the sound, and then we looked at what was left upon the frozen ground. I think I'm going mad, you see the lead is in my blood. I'm dreaming of the London rain and the scent of Thameside mud. I think about the cabin boy, the thing we had to do. But Arthur, look, the rose is there, there's such a crimson hue. Just past the carriage horses with their blacks, the flower girl is calling us. We're never going back. The wind is catching off his coat, it makes a flap like the ghost of some old mainsail that is caught within a trap. The gold chains in his whiskers give a tiny clink. He's always been a quiet sort, he's stopping now to think. His shoulder feels a little cold, a little stiff and strange. But the weather in the city, well, you know how it can change. One moment it's a summer breeze, the next a sudden chill. But the carriage wheels are humming as they climb up Ludgate Hill. We hold the Erebus in spirit through the shale, but the ice fields are a prison and the sky is just a jail. My musket's rusted to my hand, my boots are made of tin. But Arthur, pass the sugar loaf and let the feast begin. The glaciers are bobbing like crystal ships, but I can taste the strawberry that's pressing to my lips. Don't stare so hard, dear Arthur, at the way the shadows fall. It's just a passing summer cloud above the garden wall. The ice is cracking underneath, the horses start to trot. The sky is turning black as soot, the tea is pouring hot. I hear the sailors screaming out, the choir stops to sing. The winter is a winter, it's a bright and blooming thing. Stay still now, Arthur, don't you slip. The river's right there, just a trip. Can you hear the bells of St. Paul's? Or is it just the ice as it falls? It's a lovely day, isn't it, Arthur? Arthur! Arthur! I'm carving us a portion, Arthur, don't you look away. It's a bit of salted brisket from a better day. He was just a common seaman and his name I can't recall, but he's serving us quite kindly in this great and gilded hall. It's a little tough and stringy and it tastes of copper pence, but a gentleman must dine, my friend, it's only common sense. The plates are china and the knives are polished bright. Ignore the red upon the snow, it's just the sunset lights. Can you hear that low-slung music? It's the cellos keep playing through the ravine cave. Maybe it's our grave. The bow is scraping across the strings, a slow somber moan. Or is it just the glaciers as they grind against the... It's a melody for dancing. See the couples spin and turn while the blubber in the iron lamp begins to hiss and burn. The ballroom floor is smooth as glass. It's cold and wide and there isn't any room for those who didn't come inside. The captain's in the corner and he's weeping in his wine, but the lace upon his collar looks exceptionally fine. He says the stars, the compass is a lie, but I'm looking at the bunting body hanging way up in the sky. My gums are black and bleeding and my teeth are shaking loose, but the tea is sweet as honey and they're pouring out the juice. Arthur, you're so quiet, are you charmed by the quartet? Or is the ice wind in your throat a sound you can't forget? Hey, hey, hey. The cello string is snapping, the ice begins to groan, turning into rags, the meat is tender tone. The dancers are all falling, the ships are sinking down, but we're walking in the sunlight in the middle of the town. Oh God, by God, we are dead, we are dead. Let us lay in our beds. Pass the salt, Arthur, the cello's playing our favorite song. Don't mind the wind, it won't be long. The Thames is so warm this time of year. We're safe, Arthur, there's nothing to fear. Arthur, why is the music stopping? Larking and hopping, my dear Arthur,